Hello everybody, it's Bendominator, and today I'm going to be giving my full first impressions on Chapter 2, Season 7 of Fortnite Battle Royale. But of course, before we get into the video, I want to thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I have some cool stuff for 1,000 subscribers, including the return of the Bendominator podcast, and I can't wait to make some amazing content for you guys in this brand new season of Fortnite. If you are new to the channel and you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. You can also use my supported creator code Bendominator in the item shop if you really want to support me. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. So Chapter 2 Season 7 is here, and overall I really like it. I think a lot of the stuff they're introducing this season has changed this season is very, very good for the game. It feels very fresh, and I can already say that I think I like it better than last season at the very least. I'm not really ready to give my full ranking on it compared to all the other Chapter 2 seasons, but I like it a lot and it's definitely one of the better ones. So first off, let's talk about map changes. Now, on a surface level, it doesn't appear that the map has changed too much. We only got one main new POI known as Corny Complex. Sweaty Sands also changed to Believer Beach, which is pretty much Sweaty Sands, just with a different coat of paint, which is a nice change of pace, I will say. But overall, the map really hasn't received that many new named POIs, but all around the map are these amazing little changes, including these interesting purple areas and also these IO bases, which are probably some of my favorite places to land on the map at the moment. I think this season goes to show that you don't really need a brand new biome or a bunch of new named POIs to have good map changes. There's so many little things around the map, including these IO bases, that just make it feel a lot more fresh, and they actually kept some of the stuff from last season too. And while I'm not a huge fan of bony burbs, it is nice to see that it is still on the map, including some of the changes they made to weeping around these spires, and all the little spires around the map that you can still use for great mobility. And it's so nice to see Fortnite keep some of these changes from a previous season, and I really hope they continue this trend into the future. Overall, Believer Beach is a nice change of pace from Sweaty Sands. Corny Complex is another amazing farm POI, and the IO bases are super fun to land at. My only complaint with the map, which may be a bit more of a personal complaint, is that I really wish Bony Burbs changed back into Salty Towers, or some other variant of it without the sand. I think that would be a very, very nice change, and it would fit a lot more within this season. But hey, maybe that's just me. But yeah, I do really enjoy the map this season. I think it's far better than last season, and probably better than Season 5. It's just nice to not have like giant brand new biome in our face for once. It's nice to just keep it simple with the grass. I kind of preferred that to the sand and to the autumn biome that we got in the last two seasons. Now let's talk about the weapon pool. In terms of weapons, we've kept the pump shotgun and the tac. They are both in the game at the same time yet again, which is very, very nice to see. And we have some brand new, really fun weapons. Some of my favorite new weapons include the railgun and the raygun. Both of these weapons are really cool. The railgun's just a really, really powerful sniper. I do think that it should be nerfed a little bit in terms of its ability to shoot through walls, but I do really like using it. It's a very fun weapon to use, just not a very fun weapon to go up against. And then the ray gun is just an amazing weapon. I feel like it's one of the more underrated weapons this season. Maybe it could use a little bit of a damage buff to make it a bit better, because I feel that while being really fun, it's a bit underpowered at the moment. I just really, really like using it. It's a really unique gun in the game, and it feels like nothing we've ever had before, at least in Battle Royale. The new weapons are definitely very, very unique, and it's nice to see some weapons that actually feel very different and don't just feel like weaker versions of our average weapons, like the primals and the makeshifts. I think they did a way better job this season of giving us some unique weapons that feel very different from anything we've ever used before. And while they feel different, they still feel very satisfying and good to use. The gunplay is great like always. We've also got UFOs in the game now as a brand new vehicle. It's been a while since we've seen a new vehicle, so I will say it is nice to have another vehicle, especially one that can fly in the air, but I feel that it's a tad overpowered when it comes to its damage output. Now, the UFO is fine for being just some really great mobility. I think that it should be really good mobility, but the fact that it's able to be used as a super powerful weapon, I feel like it's a tad bit overpowered. I've gotten to a lot of situations where there's just a ton of UFOs around and they're just beaming us with all these energy orbs that just keep hitting us, And you also get knocked back super far when you get hit by one of these things. So if you're on a high place and you get hit by one, you are going to take a ton of fall damage and most likely die. And yeah, that's the most times I died of these things is from fall damage, because they really don't do a ton of damage to you directly. They do about like 40 damage to you if they hit you. But because of the knockback, I'll end up being knocked like off a cliff or something, and it can be very, very annoying. But I think the best way to fix them is just to nerf their fire rate. Because a really great thing about the UFOs is that they barely have any health, so they're pretty easy to shoot down if you're at the right angle. So I feel like they're not the most overpowered thing in the world, they're really not that bad, but I think it's just the fire rate of the projectile combined with the massive amount of knockback makes it a tad annoying to go against. But overall, it's not like the worst thing. I don't want them out of the game. I would just like it if their fire rate was nerfed by quite a bit. My worry is that since a lot of people are complaining about the UFOs, they're probably going to get nerfed into the ground to the point where they're pretty much useless as an offensive tool. And I really, really hope that doesn't happen. I just think they need a little bit of tweaking. And again, I think the fire rate is the main thing that makes them so powerful. But yeah, I do really, really like the UFOs. They're really fun. I like how they kind of brought back the hot drop feature from Season 9, but in a different way. Because if you go to these purple name locations, you're going to find the UFOs. And I think that's really, really cool. And on top of finding UFOs there, if you kill the henchmen that are on those UFOs, you will get a ray gun, which is really nice, so you can know exactly where to get a ray gun if you really want one. Also, it's kind of crazy, but this season has kind of made me a fan of henchman locations. And that's really weird, considering I really didn't like Chapter 2 Season 2 for that reason. But I feel like they used a lot of the concepts from Chapter Season 2 with the henchman locations. And I feel like it makes landing in these IO areas a lot more fun. And I think I've kind of figured out the main reason why it works so much better in this season. You see, in Chapter 2 Season 2, every single henchman location was a huge named POI that everybody wanted to go to for the mythics. But with the IO bases, there's not really any mythics, there's not really any amazing rewards outside of getting the brand new futuristic weapons. It makes these areas way less contested, and it also helps that these areas are way smaller and way easier to understand and navigate compared to all the POIs in Chapter 2 Season 2. Because in my honest opinion, I feel like a lot of those POIs were confusing as heck to actually get around, and they were also very claustrophobic. But since all these IO bases are very small and easy to understand, it helps a lot better with navigation, and it doesn't feel nearly as claustrophobic. I do think that they could use vaults at these POIs, however, because I feel like it would make them a bit more fun to loot. These vaults wouldn't have to be huge, but maybe if you kill the NPC that is there, you can get the key card and go into the vault. Because the NPCs that are at some of these IO bases are normally very, very friendly, but you can kill them if you want to. But the problem is you don't really get anything good for killing them. Maybe if they dropped a key card that led to a vault, it would make it a lot more fun to loot some of these IO places, at least the ones that have the NPCs at them. Now, the one place that actually seems to have a mythic is Corny Complex, but it is kind of boring. You can get the mythic laser rifle, but I never really liked the laser rifle to begin with, and I feel like just having a mythic version of an ordinary weapon isn't that interesting. And before I end this video, I do want to talk about the Battle Pass, because I think the Battle Pass is very, very cool. So basically, with this season's Battle Pass, every time you level up, you get 5 battle stars that you can use to spend on cosmetics in the pass. But the thing is, you have to unlock all the cosmetics on a page or get to a certain level to unlock the next page. So there's still kind of an order to it, but you kind of get to choose which side cosmetics you get to unlock first before unlocking the final skin on the page. And yes, it does give you a bit more freedom. I feel like it's kind of the same thing, but I am glad that it is different. I like seeing different things from Fortnite. It makes this season feel more unique. And I'm glad they're doing it this way merely for the fact that it feels different, and it definitely feels very, very satisfying to kind of unlock the rewards in this fashion. But it really doesn't change a lot. It honestly doesn't change a ton, because you still have to unlock everything on the page to get the skin anyway, so you're most likely going to be unlocking things in a similar order to everyone else. The most out of order thing you can really do is just level up a lot, and then unlock the things you want in a specific order. But I feel like you're going to get the stars anyway, so it really doesn't matter. There's no point in really saving your stars to wait for things that are better, unless you want to like level up and splurge out on a whole page immediately when you unlock it. But overall, I feel like it's not that unique of a system, it's not that different, but I'm glad it's there just because it feels different, it feels more satisfying, and I like it. It's really cool to see Fortnite actually expand on the whole Battle Pass system, because ever since Fortnite did it, a lot of other games have kind of copied the Battle Pass idea, and it's cool to see Fortnite has branched out and kind of changed up their Battle Pass to stand out from other games. And in terms of the actual skins in the Battle Pass, this Battle Pass is actually pretty good. I like a lot of the skins in this pass. I like the customizable alien and the fact that you can customize it very, very heavily, and it is very, very fun to unlock the edit styles for this skin. And the fact that we have Rick Sanchez in the game is kind of insane. It's definitely one of my favorite tier 100 skins by far, which is really weird to say, but I like it a lot and I cannot wait to unlock it. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share your opinions in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the season? I'd honestly love to know. Thank you guys again so much for 1,000 subscribers. If you guys want to use my supporter creator code, it is Bendominator in the item shop, #ad. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.